In local constituencies will be available through a variety of platforms.
Whether it be via text or online advertisements, we know one thing. Campaigning during COVID-19 will be drastically different compared to previous provincial election campaigns. And getting face-to-face with voters will be harder for candidates to do.
You know, the rule was that we had to knock on every door 3 times, meet every voter, and persuade them at the doorstep. Hopefully you'd get them to vote for you, and then election day you'd knock on their door a 4th time and get them to the polls.
Jim Rakowski is no novice when it comes to campaigning. He has worked as Chief of Staff to now Finance Minister Carol James and as Principal Secretary to Alberta Premier Rachel Notley. He's curiously looking forward to a very different kind of campaign this fall.
We're not going to see the kind of political theater we normally see on the streets in terms of campaign events and rallies. Certainly won't see people knocking on our doors. But we will see a lot of that move into the comfort of our homes and using the kinds of technology that are available to us.
Meaning texts or online ads could be some of the heightened means of reaching potential voters. But these routes cost money, and some experts suggest this could put certain parties at a disadvantage.
A party like the NDP, they may be at a bit of an advantage here compared with, say, the Green Party, which is obviously drawing on a much more limited resource base, or the Liberals, which has not had quite as much success fundraising in recent years, and it may be part of the reason why the NDP has decided to go ahead with an election when they did.
How to reach voters of all ages was a question John Horgan faced when he announced a fall election Monday. Reporters pointed to seniors who may not have access to digital platforms.
Information about candidates in local constituencies will be available through a variety of platforms, not just the internet. The good news is that many seniors have landlines. Being able to contact those who are not adept at the internet is going to be the easiest part of the campaign, quite frankly.
With fewer people expected on the campaign trail during the pandemic and messaging increasingly going digital, Ratowski fears reporters could be at risk when it comes to having access to candidates. During these days of COVID, in-person question periods have been replaced with questions being asked over the phone, and news conferences ending with the click of a button.
As we've found ways of going around the media and talking directly to voters, reporters like you and other reporters who have traditionally held that incredibly important role of holding politicians accountable. I think that's unfortunate, but that may be one of the things that continues to change and something we need to guard against.
In New Westminster, Ashley Burr, City News.